method is personalized for me because somebody's not coming in and just teaching me this strategy. We're getting to comment and get feedback on things that are actually relevant to us, they're actually going on.
It is a lot more reflective, it's a lot more deliberate. So the things that they're doing in class, they're really thinking through all of the steps to figure out exactly what the kids need to know and be able to do in the end, and that wasn't there before.
Now we're looking at the art of practicing teaching. What is it to be a teacher? And how can we teach and how can we meet the needs of all these kids?
Being able to watch another teacher and watch them be successful, I mean, it's inspiring.
We always talk about how education is supposed to look like for students, but then we seem to not deliver that to teachers. You know, when we do professional learning for teachers, we don't talk about small groups. We don't talk about differentiation and that sort of thing. And this allows us to deliver it that way for teachers.
So what method did you use here?
When I came on board as the director, my superintendent wanted to find a way for us to help math scores. And I thought, we have really great math teachers in the district. We could do this ourselves. We just didn't really have the ability to have a media to be able to do it with.
We've always had the cameras, and in fact, last year I tried to be able to utilize the camera system with the teachers, but couldn't.
When I met with Clark Bill about Edivate, he showed us the Edivate review, and I was so excited. And I knew we had a great math teacher that could come in and work with us to be able to give feedback to these teachers, and it's made a huge difference in their instructional practice.
Let's talk about what methods you could use and be successful in each of these problems.
Emily is one of the better Algebra 1 teachers countywide, whether it's high school or middle school. It doesn't matter. Her content knowledge is superior, and she always wants to get better. She's always concerned, am I doing this right? And this is the perfect tool for her and I to utilize.
Because D has no C value.
If you really want someone to look at what you're doing and give you good feedback so that you can actually improve, then you pick those things that maybe didn't go quite as well. And decide why. I need to know why you chose that method for that problem, okay?
You know, it took a little bit for teachers to realize that the cameras belong to them. Their recordings belong to them.
The teachers in our school district, they own their cameras. And so it's really up to them if they want to be able to participate. But the crazy thing is that they do.
Sharing is something educators don't do. You know, I mean, we say that we do it, but then we actually go into our classrooms, we close our doors, and we do it our own way. So I think that we've actually changed that culture very quickly in Newton County, which is so exciting to me. So anytime you guys post, when you're giving feedback, make sure that you give an I think and I wonder statement.
Well, first of all, I think your implementation team is really important. We have a group of teachers and administrators that are very motivated, and they're the implementation team.
I was part of the initial team that went out to Salt Lake City. We went out and put everything together.
It was our plan. It wasn't an implementation that was designed based upon how somebody else had done it or how the company thought we should do it. It was, how do you want to do this? What do you think the best way to go about rolling out would be? Who are the key players in your district that you need to have on board to be able to make this work?
The reason that I was invited along was to be able to utilize this with our math teachers, specifically our middle school math teachers.
You're almost there. This is in parentheses, though.
Square root that.
Right.
The middle school teachers have a unique position where they're teaching a high school course, but still dealing with middle school issues. And they're the sole person in their building doing this.
This is 2X. Well, it's wonderful. Just that person to talk to is nice to be able to have someone to bounce your ideas off of that is in the same place you are.
That's the one thing that this does, is it makes everything genuine, because as much as I'm in classrooms, when I walk in, the atmosphere still changes. The review function is, it's crucial. It's made all the difference in the world. If I'm sitting at home late one night, I can just pull it up. I can post my comments along the way and then go back and they can catch up with it whenever they have time.
And then when they go back through and watch it, they can see exactly what the administrator has said. So it's pretty great. I think it's really important to let things progress organically, and that's what's happened in this district.
I think a lot of teachers are becoming more comfortable.
It's really a good thing when teachers latch on to ideas like this and they grow it themselves. So you have teachers telling other teachers about how great this tool is. It's not Miss Buff from the district office coming down from on high to tell them that they must do something. And I think that's why this process has been so successful in our district, because the teachers have really grasped on to what we want them to do, but they've done it themselves rather than us having to tell them to do it.
It's a professional issue. It's, do you really want to get better or not? Davion.
I can't say enough good things about the administrators and the teachers just really buying in to improvement. The district office, we get questions all the time. Well, how do you want me to help this teacher? And now I have an answer. Have you thought about using Edivate? Have you thought about hooking that teacher up with somebody else in your building? That's great. Or would you like one of my coaches to watch the video? So now we have an answer, and we didn't have that answer before. So it's been well worth the investment.